All right, number 25. We are given that the measure of WXZ is 80, and they want us to find the measure of YXZ. So let's write on the diagram WXZ equals 80. WXZ is this entire angle right here. All right, so on the diagram, I am just going to fill in an angle that covers that whole thing. And maybe I'll just draw an arrow pointing to it. And that whole thing is 80 degrees. So that means that this plus this is going to equal 80. Okay? You really don't need to write the angle equation, but I'm going to write it anyway. All right, just looking at this, this is the angle addition postulate. This angle here is WXY. So first we have the measure of angle WXY. And this angle here, I'll do it in a different color. This angle here is going to be YXZ, the one right here. So that's going to be plus the measure of angle YXZ. And combined, they are going to equal the whole thing. So it's going to be WXZ. All right. I'm not going to require you to do that every time, but it's good to know. All right. In some cases, you may need it. But anyhow, for WXY, that's this one. That's going to be X plus 5. All right. You can use parentheses if it helps, but we're not multiplying right now. And then YXZ is this one right here. That's 3x minus 5. And we were given in the write-up, WXZ is 80. All right, that was given. These are added, combining like terms. X plus 3x gives us 4x. 5 minus 5 is 0. And that equals 80. Solving for x, the opposite of x times 4 is divided by 4. You want to do that to both sides. The 4's cancel. And 80 divided by 4 is just 20. Now, unfortunately, they asked us to find YXZ. So YXZ is this one right here. You want to take that x value and plug it in. All right, so since x equals 20, you want to take that and plug it in. So right here, we're looking for YXZ. That's this one, YXZ. If you put 20 right in there, that's going to be 3 times 20 minus 5. All right, and 60, 3 times 20 is 60, minus 5, that's going to be 55. That's the measure of angle YXZ. All right, 55 degrees. All right, number 40, in each diagram, BD bisects ABC. Find the measure of angle ABC. Remember, bisect means cut in half, and this is BD. So if BD cuts this in half, that means this angle is congruent to that angle. All right, so we can just set them equal to each other. This angle here is ABD. All right, so the measure of angle ABD, that's going to equal this angle here, CBD. Measure of angle CBD. Why did I set them equal? Again, because BD bisects, it cuts it in half. So this and this are the same measurement. All right, we can see angle ABD is this expression, 4x minus 2. We can see CBD is this expression, 3x plus 18. All right, you want letters on one side and numbers on the other. Okay, I usually subtract the smaller x. 3x is less than 4, so I am just going to do minus 3x on both sides. 4x minus 3x is x. Bring down the equals, and 3x minus 3x is gone. Since the letters are on the left, I want the numbers on the right, the opposite of negative 2, plus 2. You do that to both sides. 2 minus 2 is gone. 18 plus 2 is 20. Okay? Final step. You want to take that value for x and plug it in. Okay, they asked us for ABC. That's the whole thing. So we're going to have to take the 20 and plug it in both places. All right, and over here, it's going to be 4 times 20 minus 2. So that's 80 minus 2, which is 78. And I spoke too soon. You really do not have to plug it in here, but we can just to check. All right, so just for confirmation, 3 times 20 plus 18. Three times 20 is 60, plus 18 is 78. Okay, and that's exactly what we expected because this was bisected. So ABC, which is the whole thing, the measure of angle ABC, is just going to equal 78 plus 78. And that's 156. And if you like multiplying instead of adding, you could have just said 78 times 2. All right, so that's the same thing. Either one of those works.